nth term of an AP. Here we have to discuss the next concept after practice set 3.1, that is nth term of an AP. As we know that A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and so on, that is the general representation of AP. Then how we will get the nth term, or it is also called as general term of an AP. So here first we will write the general representation of AP. This is A, comma A plus D, comma A plus 2D, comma A plus 3D, comma A plus 4D and so on is general representation of AP. Is general representation, is general representation of AP. Here this is the first term represented by A, this is the second term, that is A plus D. Adding common difference to the first term we will get the second term, adding common difference to the second term we will get the third term, then adding D to the third term we will get the fourth term and so on. So here how we will get the nth term of that AP? Nth term means the last term you can say, but it is impossible to say the last term, so it is represented as Tn, or you can say it as general term of an AP. So here we will write this is T1 is equals to A, then T2 is equals to A plus D. So here D is the common difference, A is the first term. This is general representation. T3, how we can represent T3? Here it is given, T3 is A plus 2D. Now T4 is A plus 3D. Now T5 is A plus 4D. And suppose I ask you to write the 100th term of this AP. Suppose I ask to write you the 100th term of this AP, then you can represent that term as A plus 99D. Since if we observe carefully, look here, T1 is equal to A, T1 is equal to A, here T2 is equal to A plus D. The term which we are going to find, here we are going to find the second term, and the second term is A plus D. Since common difference is D and the first term is A, and if we add the common difference to the first term, then we will get the second term. Adding common difference to the third term, second term, we will get the third term. And if we observe carefully, see here, when we are finding the third term, we have 2 here. If you are going to find the fourth term, you have 3 here. If you are going to find the fifth term, we have 5 here. And suppose we are going to find T11. Here we have T5. When we are going to find T5, at that time we have A plus 4D. Whatever the number of term is here, the number 1 less than the number of term is here. It is 5 minus 1, it is 4. This is 4 minus 1, it is 3. Here 3 minus 1, it is 2. Here 2 minus 1, it is 1. And here 1 minus 1, it is 0D. Since it is not written there, A plus 0D, 0D is not written there. Now here we have to find T11. Since what we will write here, we will write A plus 10D. Here we can write A plus 10D. Since we have to find the 11th term, we have the number 10 here. Here A and see A, everywhere we have A. And here the same change is going to happen, but same change here 1D, here we have 3D, 2D, 3D, 4D. Whatever the number of term is here, the number 1 less than the number of term is here. Now here suppose we have to find T38. So what should be the answer? Here a plus 37t. Since we have to find 38th term, we have 37 here. And now suppose by the same way, similarly, if we have to find the nth term, that is the last term, or you can say it as general term, then how you can write that term? Here you can write Tn. Here Tn, n is at the base, that is very important thing. Tn is equals to a plus. Now this is very important, what we have to write here is d is there, but what is the coefficient of d? Now when we have 38 term, at that time we have 37 here. Here we have 11th term, so we have 10 here. Here we have 5th term, so we have 4d. Here we have 4th term, at that time we have 3 is the coefficient of d. When we have to find the second term, we have 1d. If we observe carefully the number, that is the coefficient of the d is always less than 1 by the number of term. See the coefficient of d 37, number of term 38, coefficient of d 10, number of term 11, coefficient of d 4, number of term 5. Whatever the number of term here we have, the number 1 less than this number, we have the coefficient of d. So here we have Tn, the number of term is n. So here we have to write n minus 1 into d. So this is the formula for finding the general term of an AP. Using this formula you can find any term of that AP. Using this formula you can find any term of that AP, and it is too easy, it is very simple. See, this is the general representation of AP. We know that the first term of AP is generally represented by A. Adding common difference to the first term, we will get second term. Adding common difference to the second term, we get third term. Adding common difference to the third term, we get fourth term, then fifth, then sixth, and so on. And the last term is generally represented by Tn, since n represents infinite number of terms. Now suppose in place of you put 100 here. In place of n, that is t 100, means you are going to find the 100th term. Suppose you have to find 61st term of that AP, then you can write 61 in place of n. Since t 61 is equal to a plus 61 minus 1, that is 60d. If you have to find 78th term of this AP, 78th term of this AP, then you will put 78 in place of n, that is in place of number of term. You can represent 78. So here you will get 77. 78 minus 1, that is 77. So this is all about the general term of an AP, or you can say it as nth term of an AP. And we can easily get the formula. No need to by heart that formula, because if we observe each and every term of this general representation, we will simply get this formula. How we write first term, that is T1 is equal to a plus 0d. Actually 0d is there, but 0 into d is 0, and if we add 0 to any term, we will get the same term. So d is not written there. Actually d is there, that is 0d. Then we have a plus d. When we are going to find second term, at that time we have 2 minus 1, that is 1. Here third term 3 minus 1, that is 2. Here we have fourth term, since we write 4 minus 1, that is 3. Here we are going to find fifth term, so we write 5 minus 1, that is 4. Here we find 11th term, so we write 11 minus 1, 10d. Here we find 38th term, so we write here 38 minus 1, that is 37d. And now we are going to find the nth term of AP. So here Tn, nth term is represented by Tn is equal to A as it is, since it is everywhere, plus the coefficient of d is less than 1 by the number of term. Here the number of term is n, since we write n minus 1 into d. So this is the formula for finding the nth term of any AP. Now we have practice set 3.2, which is depend upon this formula. We have to find the number of terms of the given AP. Whatever the number of terms they have given, that number of terms we have to find by using this formula. So Remember this formula carefully. It is no need to by heart that formula. You can easily by the observation only we get this formula. By the observation only we get this formula. Suppose I told you to write the 112th term of the AP. 112th term of the AP. Then how you can write the 112th term? You can write here T112 is equal to A plus 111D. That is Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. We have to use this formula to find any term of that given AP. So this is all about the nth term of an AP. Now we will study the practice set 3.2, which is depend upon this concept, that is the nth term of an AP. Practice set 3.2. First question, write the correct number in the given boxes from the following APs. We have given the APs in each and every example, and we have to fill the given empty boxes only. And while filling the empty boxes, we have to take care and how the changes are made there in examples one by one, that also we have to observe. Here we will take the first example. The given AP is 1, 8, 15, 22 and so on. It is an AP. Here we have to write A is equal to how much? We know that A is nothing but that is the first term of the AP, since we have to write 1 there, that is first term of the AP. Then we have to write T1, again the same number, T1 is A, T1 is the first term, here the first term is 1, so we will write 1 in the box again. Now we have to write T2, T2 means second term of that AP and it is 8. Then we have to write third term and the third term of that AP is 15, so we have to write 15 in this box. Then here we have T2 minus T1. Here we have T2 minus T1. In place of T2 we have to write A, and in place of T1 we have to write 1, that is 8 minus 1, it is equal to 7. 8 minus 1, it is equal to 7. Then we have to write T3 minus T2. T3 is 15 minus T2 is 8, and this is 15 minus 8 is 7 again. Therefore D, that is common difference. D is the common difference of that AP and it is 7, since we have to write 7 into the box. So this is the first example. You can say it as an activity. Now here in the second example we have given the AP 3, 6, 9 and 12 and so on. 3, 6, 9, 12 and so on. Here we have to write T1. This T1 is 3. Then we have to write T2. T2 is 6. Then we have to write T3 and T3 is 9. And then we have to write T4, that is 12. Now here T2 minus T1, we have to directly write the difference between them. We do not have the boxes like this, T2 minus T1. Here we have a box for T2, another box for T1. Here we do not have such boxes. So we have to directly write the difference between T2 minus T1. T2 is 6 minus T1 is 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. So directly we have to write the difference between T2 and T1 there. Since we do not provided the boxes to write the terms, so we have to directly write the difference between them. Here also we have to write the direct difference between them, T3 minus T2. Here T3 is 9. We can see here also T3 is 9, T2 is 6, 9 minus 6 is 3. Since D is equal to 3, common difference is 3. So this is all about the second activity, second example. But changes we have to identify. Here we have given the boxes for writing the terms separate. And then we have a box to write the difference. But here directly we have given a box only to write the difference between them. We are unable to write the terms separate. Directly we have to write the difference there. That things we have to observe carefully. Now here in the third example, if we observe carefully, see the number of terms are gets fumbled. The number of sequence of the terms is changed. Now some students directly writing here T1, T2, T3 and T4. Like this, in the first example, the number of terms are given in order. In the second example, the number of terms is given in order. And into the third example, the number of terms are not given into the proper order. So you have to take care about this. We have to first write the third term, that is T3, 1, 2 and 3. Third term is minus 13. Then here we have to write T2 and T2 is minus 8. Then we have to write T4 and T4 is minus 18. And here we have to write T1 and T1 is minus 3. This is very important. The order of the number of terms is changed. So you have to take care about that. Now here we have to write T2 minus T1. Since T2 is minus 8 minus minus 3. T2 minus T1, here T2 is minus 8. We will take the calculations on the rough page. T2 is minus 8 minus T1 is minus 3. Now we can simplify this. Minus 8 remains as it is. This minus into minus is plus 3 and minus 8 plus 3 is minus 5. Since the signs are different, we have to take the subtraction and we have to give the sign of bigger number to the subtraction. So the difference between T2 minus T1 is minus 5. Then we have to find the difference between T3 and T2. Here T3 is minus 13 minus minus 8 is minus 13 minus minus 8. T3 minus 13 minus T2 minus 8 is minus 13 as it is. Minus into minus is plus 8. This is minus 13 plus 8, it is minus 5. It is minus 5. So here again we have to write minus 5 into the box. Now here we have to write the A, value of A. A is nothing but that is the first term of the AP and it is minus 3. And here we have to write the common difference which is minus 5. So this is all about the third example. Now we have to solve the example number 4, where it is important to take the calculations on the rough page. There we have to take the calculations on the rough page and we have to just write the proper numbers into the boxes. Now here the last example, that is example number 4 from the question number 1. Here we have given an AP 70, 60, 50, 40 and so on. Here we have to write T1, that is 70. We have to write T2, that is 60. And here we have to write T3, that is 50. Now here we have to write A, that is first term and it is 70. And here we have to write the common difference. And as we all of you know that common difference is nothing but that is the difference between the two consecutive terms. You can take any two terms. Suppose you take these two terms. Now 60 minus 70. Next term minus previous term, that is 60 minus 70, it is minus 10. 60 minus, you can take any terms. If you take these two terms, 50 minus 60, it is minus 10. If we take these two terms, then 40 minus 50, it is minus 10. You can take any two consecutive terms and difference between them is represented as common difference, that is minus 10 in this example. So this is all about the first question from the practice set 3.2. Now we will take the second question. Second question from the practice set 3.2. The question is, decide whether the following sequence is an AP. If so, find 20th term of AP, minus 12, minus 5, 2, 9, 16, 23, 30 and so on. That is the given sequence. Is minus 12, comma minus 5, comma 2, comma 9, comma 16, comma 23, comma 30 and so on. That is the given sequence. First, we have to decide whether it is AP or it is not an AP. And if this sequence is AP, then we have to find the 20th term of that AP. If it is AP. And suppose if it is not an AP, then we do not have to find the 20th term. We have to find the 20th term only when if it is an AP. Otherwise, no need to find the 20th term, and we cannot find also. If we try to find the 20th term if it is not an AP, then we are not getting the 20th term since the common difference will be different. So, here we will simplify this example. Second question, second example from the practice set 3.2. Here the given sequence is minus 12, comma minus 5, comma 2, comma 9, comma 16, comma 23, comma 30 and so on. Here T1 is, we have to represent all the terms. We already simplified this type of examples in the previous exercise 3.1. We have given the sequence and we have to determine whether it is AP or it is not an AP. So, we have to write each and every term given in the sequence there. This T1 is minus 12, T2 is minus 5, T3 is 2, T4 is 9, this T5 is 16, T6 23 and the T7 that is 30. 7 terms we have provided here. And now we have to find the common difference, that is the difference between any two consecutive terms, that is T7 minus T6, then T6 minus T5, then T5 minus T4, then T4 minus T3, then T3 minus T2 and then T2 minus T1. All the differences we have to find. If all these differences are the same, then we are able to say that it is an AP. And if the differences are different, then it is not an AP. So, first we will find T7 minus T6. T7 minus T6. T7 is 30 minus T6 is 23 and it is equal to 7. Now, we will find T6 minus T5. T6 minus T5, that is 23 minus 16, that is equal to 7 again. Now, we have to find T5 minus T4. This T5 is 16 minus T4 is 9 and that is equal to 7 again. Now, we have to find T3 minus T4 minus T3. This T4 minus T3. T4 is 9 minus T3 is 2 and that is equal to 7 again. Then we have to find T3 minus T2, that is T3 is 2 minus T2 is minus 5 is 2, as it is minus into minus is plus 5, that is equal to 7 again. Now, we have to find the last difference, that is T2 minus T1. This T2 is minus 5 minus T1 is minus 12. This minus 5 as it is, minus into minus is plus, is 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. So, here we will write 7. Now, everywhere the common difference is same, it means that it is an AP. So, here we can write, since T7 minus T6 is equal to T6 minus T5, it is equal to T5 minus T4, it is equal to T4 minus T3 is equal to T3 minus T2 is equal to T2 minus T1. Everywhere the common difference is same. Everywhere the common difference is same since it is an AP. So, we can write common difference between any two consecutive terms is the same. Common difference between any two consecutive terms is the same. Any two consecutive terms is the same. The given sequence is an AP. Therefore, given sequence is an AP. Given sequence is an AP. Now, we have one more question. If it is an AP, find the 20th term. If it is an AP, find the 20th term. Now, for finding the 20th term, we have to know the first term and common difference. We know the first term, it is minus 12. So, we will write here minus 12. That is the first term, and common difference, that is D is equal to. Here we find the common difference and it is 7. Now we have to find the 20th term. So we have a formula to find the general term of an AP. We have a formula to find the general term of an AP, and that formula is Tn is equal to, see this n is we have to write at the base, is small. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into the bracket n minus 1 into D. This is the formula for finding the general term, that is nth term of an AP. If we write 5 in place of n, you will get 5th term. If we write 35 in place of n, you will get 35th term. If we write 52 in place of n, you will get 52nd term. And now here we have to find 20th term. It means that in place of n, we have to write 20. In place of n, we have to write 20, and we have to get the 20th term of that AP. So here we will write T, in place of n we have to write 20 is equal to, in place of A, in place of A we have to write minus 12 plus this n minus 1. What is n? N is 20. 20 minus 1 into the bracket 20 minus 1 multiplied by value of D is 7. Now simplify this. This T20 is equals to minus 12 as it is. This is plus as it is. 20 minus 1 is 19 multiplied by 7. First of all, we have to take the product. According to the rules, we have to take the product first. Before addition and subtractions, we have to take the product. So we will take product here, 19 multiplied by 7. 19 multiplied by 7. T20 is equals to this minus 12 as it is. This 19 sevens are 113. 7 nines are 63. 6 carried. This is 133. 7 ones are 7 plus 6, 13. 19 sevens are 133. Is 133 minus 12. Is one number is negative, another number is positive. Since we have to take subtraction, this is 133 minus 12. Since the bigger number is positive, the answer should be positive. Now 3 minus 2 is 1 and 13 minus 1 is 12. This is 121 is the 20th term of that AP. You can find any term of this AP, and here we have to find the 20th term. So we find it and we get that the 20th term of the given AP is 121. Therefore 20th term of given AP is 121. Is 121. So this is all about the second example from the practice set 3.2. Now we will take the next example, that is example number 3rd. Third example from practice set 3.2. The question is given AP 12, 16, 20, 24 and so on. That is the given AP, and from this AP we have to find the 24th term of the given AP. We have given an AP that is 12, 16, 20, 24 and so on is an AP. That is the given information, and we have to find T24, 24th term of the given AP. So first here we will write the value of A, that is 12. Then we will write the common difference. We have to write the common difference. You can take any two consecutive terms and subtract the previous term from the next one. So we will take these two terms. This 24 minus 20. It is equals to 4. You can take any two terms. If you take these two terms is 16 comma 20, 20 minus 16 is 4. If you take these two terms 16 minus 12 is 4. Since it is an AP, the common difference is everywhere same, but we have to find that difference, that is 4. And now we have to find T24, that is 24th term of this AP. Since we will write the formula for finding the general term of an AP, and what is the formula? It's very easy. The formula is Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Now put the values there. Here, since we have to find 24th term of the AP, we have to put 24 in place of n. So here putting n is equal to 24. This T24 is equal to value of A is 12 plus it is n is 24 minus 1 multiplied by value of D is 4. Now simplify this. T24 is equal to this 12 remains as it is, 24 minus 1 is 23 multiplied by 4. We have to take the product first. If you take the addition first, then the calculations will be wrong. According to the rules, we have to, while solving the algebraic expression or while simplifying the equation, at that time we have to take the multiplications and divisions first according to the sequence from left to right. First multiplications and divisions, and then additions and subtractions. So here we have multiplication, so we will first complete the multiplication. This T24 is equal to this 12 remains as it is, 23 4s are 92. Now 92 plus 12, that is equals to T24 is equals to 2 plus 2 is 4, and this is 9 plus 1 is 10, this is 104. Now we have to write the final answer into the words. Therefore 24th term of given AP, 24th term of given AP, that is arithmetic progression, is 104. So this is all about the third example. Now we will take the example number 4. Example number 4 from practice set 3.2. The question is, find the 19th term of the following AP. It is already an AP, that is given information. It is not necessary to determine whether it is AP or it is not an AP. It is already given that this sequence is AP, and we have to find the 19th term of that AP, and it is too easy. Using the formula for finding the general term, we will easily find the 19th term of AP. So first of all, we will write the given AP here, 7, 13, 19, 25 and so on. For this AP is given that is an AP, that is the given information. Here A is equal to 7, and common difference we have to find is 25 minus 19 is equal to 6. We have to find T19. So we use the formula for finding the general term of an AP. Tn is equal to A plus into the bracket n minus 1 into D. Now put the values there. Since we have to find the 19th term, putting n is equal to 19 here, T19 is equal to value of A is 7 plus value of n is 19 minus 1 into value of D is 6. Now calculate it and find the 19th term of the AP. This 7 remains as it is, plus 19 minus 1 is 18, is multiplied by 6. First take the product. T19 is equal to 7 plus 18, 6 is 108. Is 108 plus 7, 115. So T19 is equal to 115. So you can write the final answer into the words. Therefore 19th term of the given AP, 19th term of given AP is 115. So this is all about the example number 4. Now we have to take the next example, that is example number 5. Example number 5 from practice set 3.2. The question is find 27th term of the following AP. Again the question is the same, just the AP is changed and the number of term is changed. We can easily simplify this example. So first of all we will write the given AP as it is, that is 9, 4, -1, -6, -11 and so on. It is an AP, that is given information, and for this AP the first term, that is A, is equals to 9. Now we have to find the value of D. Is 4 minus 9, it is equal to -5. You can take any two consecutive terms and take the subtraction. 4 minus 9, it is -5, and we have to find the T27th term of that AP. Now we will write the formula for finding the general term. Formula for finding the general term, that is Tn is equal to A plus into the bracket n minus 1 bracket close into D. Put the values. This is T27. Since we have to find 27th term, in place of n we have to put 27. Value of A is 9 plus this is 27 minus 1 into value of D is -5. Now simplify this. T27 is equals to 9 plus 26 multiplied by -5 is T27 is equal to this 9 remains as it is, plus into minus, since we have to take the product first, plus into minus, minus 26 multiplied by 5, that is 130. Now positive 9, negative 130, since the signs are different we have to take subtraction, and the subtraction is 121, and we have to give the sign of bigger number to it, that is minus. So this is the 27th term of that AP and it is -121. So you can write the answer into the words 27th term of given AP. 27th term of given AP is -121. So this is all about the example number 5. Now we will take the next example.